The quickest way to get rich is by exploiting the poor. If I want to keep expanding my empire, I'll need funding. These two sentences are not unrelated. In order to build town after town, stamping my presence into the wasteland, and growing my network, I need resources. And while I can go scavenging for materials, it's far faster to partake in the free market, but only if you have the capital to do so. Which is why I plan to become the biggest water baron in the Commonwealth. And it all starts here. Egret Tours Marina. Good access to water, and it's just down the tracks from the recently established Oberland trading post. The first order of business before we even get started is cleaning it up a little bit. With the cleanup done, I first want to turn the shed into our generator room, because we're going to need a lot to power these purifiers. Right, so the first thing we'll do, obviously, is place down some generators. And then on this shelf, because for some reason I can't scrap it, even with my scrap everything mod, I'm going to throw a bunch of batteries. We'll throw in some lights, a couple oil barrels in here. I will have an engine that I'm currently trying to fix, but I haven't yet, as well as a little desk. I'll put in a little workshop area, and then out here, I'll have a engine that I'm gonna wheel in there at some point to work on. A car jack, a small engine repair sign right there. This stuff needs to be leaned up against some wall. Same thing on, oh, don't fall in the water! On the outside will be another little workbench area. We'll litter the shelves with random things. Some of the stuff is gonna go in front of the shelves. I haven't gotten around to sorting it yet. For some reason, I can't delete this. Look, it's not being highlighted, so I'm just gonna work around it and throw a bunch of junk there. Against this wall, I'll also put some trash. And a bunch of cinder blocks until I run out of concrete. Now, with our power in place and looking quite nice, we can install as many purifiers as possible. Okay, we're done. Let's wire these all up. And then we can connect them to power. Okay, just this one bay is 140 water. So both of them should be 280. But I don't have materials for that yet. In order to build more of these water purifiers, I need copper, which I don't have any of. So let's see if we can buy some with the water that we just got. A shipment of copper costs 1,700 caps? Oh no. Is the water that I have gonna be enough? Oh. Yes. This is why I want to do what we're doing here today. Wait, let's just sell all of it. Holy crap, that's awesome. Okay, back to it. Let's wire these up. This entire unit is actually still not powered. I need to connect it to this side over here so the electricity carries over. Right now, we have 0 water. If I wait for 48 hours, I think. So the water is starting to come in now. That's pretty good. With our means of production established, we now need a safe place to store it all. And conveniently for us, there's a warehouse right beside the pump. So we have the starting location of the conveyor belt set up. And then if we go upstairs, we have the ending location set up. I just have to figure out how to connect this to here. I'll start working backwards. It'll go up this ramp, up the elevator, into the storage. So now we just need to figure out how to get these to there, which is not hard, it's a straight line. I think these conveyor belts are set up right. I don't actually know if this thing works yet, but I'm pretty sure if I just put in a bunch of water, it'll filter. Okay, oh shit, there's already water going through. Wait, this is cool to watch. With the factory functioning, we can now do up the rest of the warehouse, starting with the office that'll be right next to the storage. First thing we'll do is light the place up. Lights are in. We'll start with doing up this office area a bit nicer than how it is. Let's throw a railing up here. I'm realizing that it's actually probably very dangerous to not. Alright, this will be my little office area. Pretty dirty, but that's because I don't show up here very often. I usually just grab the water and leave. Eventually, I'm gonna have it so you can walk out this door, and this whole area will have a bunch of beds for all the guards that I'm gonna be hiring. Until then, I'm just gonna fill in this area with a couple things. Next is this little area where the stairs are. This one's gonna be super easy because it's just gonna be boxes. The final room of the warehouse to do is the main section itself where the contraptions lay. I'll put one of these purifier walls down, a water table right here, a shelf, random bits, a shelf, a cabinet, some ladders, a workstation. I'm gonna take scaffolding, the conveyor belt's supports. And there we go. We littered the place with a bunch of junk. There's a little bit of a leak coming up from the floorboards, but who cares? Next, we're gonna need a storefront for people to buy the water. All right, so if I line this up, is that good? Our floor is in. Do I make this one longer? I think I do. Can we fit in this? No? Okay, if that's the case, I'm gonna block it off. So our floor is in. Next, I'll do a doorway here and a doorway there. we need a roof, I think here. This one will also be a slope roof, but not as slope. And then these ones will be flat. And then here will be a railing. And here will be a support post, plus a beam, maybe even 2. We need stairs to get up in here. Put one there, put one here. I might move this fence over, and then place in a little thing like this. Oh, maybe even a cinder block step. Yeah, this works quite well. Let's put a door frame here. So we've got the actual shell of the shop built. Now we just need to populate it. With the store done and dusted, the shopkeep and the eventual guards are gonna need food. So over here on the docks, I'm gonna add crop planters and gardening gear, a couple bushes, some random things on the ground, and then I'll turn the shack on the end of the dock into a gardening shed. Now with the food covered, the settlers are gonna need somewhere to sleep, which if you remember, will be up here on top of the bottling plant. I'm gonna get this floor in first. Obviously this does not look good, so I'm wondering if this is flat half wall height, and it looks like it almost might be. My only reason I'm worried is that if it sticks out too far, oh, it doesn't stick out at all. So we've got our floor for our bed area. Do I want it to go down to here? Do I have stairs that fit that size? Now with the bedroom floor plan constructed, I'm gonna take a quick pause from this and switch my attention to something else that will become important later. There's already this little platform built up, but I'm gonna slightly change it. I'm pretty sure these are almost the exact same level, this floor and this one. So what I wanna do is build a little tiny bridge over there. All right, with the bridge covered, let's start building the rest of the bedroom. Double window here. Obviously, we're gonna need a doorway to the bridge, which I'm hoping can snap on, but we'll do another window here. We will not do a window here. That way, when I'm coming down the stairs, I don't accidentally trip and fall out a window. But I will put a window here, so I can see out the front. I'm gonna have to raise this wall up to match for the roof. So let's do our roof. In fact, what I'm thinking is, now what this lets me do, and then a roof, I can continue this area as if it was totally normal. Maybe I'll do a window. More roofing. Okay, we'll put in the railings, quick. And now with the whole structure complete, we're gonna put the beds inside. Wow, these beds are so peaceful. I really do love the way they look. I hope nothing bad happens. We have 0 defense, so this empty building that I built the bridge at earlier, I'm pimping it out. So the bottom floor is gonna be mostly like the guns area, so I'm gonna place ammo to start, and then obviously the guns, and then I will fill up the rest of the area with more ammo. And this is what it looks like. It's pretty sweet. I feel danger in here. For the top floor, it's gonna be the armory area, so I'm gonna place some clothes and some workbenches. And then I'm actually gonna have these tools spill back downstairs. But I also want people to be able to patrol the top floor because you can see over. So I'm going to make it livable as well. With the guard shack complete, it is time for us to do the most important part. Build a wall. Hooray, the walls are complete. Look at that. But now, it's time to get drunk. I don't know a funny segue. We're just building a bar, dude. It's actually boring as hell. It's a shit video. We'll get the walls in. And the roof. And the lights. And then everything else. Okay, the bar is in. That's all it is. Let's spruce up the rest of the place with some extra decorations. declarations. Ooh. Nicolas Cage! So there we go, everything's complete. At the center of it, our bar, which you can access from the bedroom area, which has a bridge leading out to the guard area, where when you go downstairs, takes you into the main entrance, where you can find the shop that funds the whole place, leading back around to the factory where all of the water is sorted and stored, which is all powered by this power shed, which also powers our water, which we then use to grow food that is all protected by the wall. And that is how I create a water monopoly in Fallout 4. If you made it this far and you're asking what mods I use, they're in the description. Yeah, that's it. Oh, and also subscribe, please. I'd appreciate it.